Hello and welcome to the Restoration Druid Battle for Azeroth beta, all the spell changes and everything else. I've said so in all my videos, I'll say so again. There isn't much changing in BFA. It's mainly quality of life changes. There's nothing groundbreaking. Every expansion would come and usually we'd get, a class overhaul, or something would be radically different about them. But in this case, there isn't. It's pretty much fine tuning. I think they enjoyed the way that Legion Restoration Druid played, and so they've literally just gone with the same build. Really, there are a few slight changes which I'll go through now. To be fair, one of the main changes is in the talent section here. So we'll start from the beginning first. So we've got Abundance here. Now Abundance, currently on live, I believe, affects a healing touch. Whereas this one now, it affects your regrowth. So rejuvenation, each one you have for each rejuvenation you have active, regrowth's cost is reduced by 6%, and critical effect chance is increased by 6% as well. So that's really buffing your regrowth to a point where if you multi-hotting all your targets in PvE, your regrowth shouldn't cost much, to be fair, at all. Prosperity will be pretty much the go-to, though, I imagine, for a lot of people. Swiftman now has 2 charges and its cooldown is reduced by 3 seconds. So there's Swiftman tooltip for yourselves. It's on a 22-second cooldown. Snoring Ward performs exactly the same way as live. So again, on this tier, it'll be between these two, I imagine. Although Snoring Ward does have some sort of play there as well. So, however, the second tier changes. There's only one change. Basically, Displacer Beast was removed and they've added this Tiger Dash ability. Now, Tiger Dash will replace your actual dash move in cat form. Dash currently is a 2-minute cooldown, 60% movement speed for 10 seconds. This is a 45-second cooldown, 200% movement speed, but 4 seconds it gradually declines. It's okay. I think that I'll just show you what it looks like now. So I'm in normal humanoid form / werewolf man / got to turn into a cat werewolf, but there we go. So I'll just do it now. Increases movement speed quite substantially, and then it's ended. So it got me about this far, and I was over there. So up to yourselves. I personally like Wild Charge more. It's a 15-second cooldown. You can fly to people, you can charge people in bear, you can leap behind people, and you can leap forward in travel form when you're in that stag form. So for me, Wild Charge will still be the go-to there. Renewal performs exactly the same as on live. Next tier then, 45 tier. Nothing's changed here either. You've got Astral Influence, increasing the range of all your abilities by 5 yards. When you're feral, that changes to 3 yards. Feral Affinity increases movement speed by 15%, so exactly the same as before. Guardian Affinity, exactly the same before, 6% reduced damage taken. 60 tier hasn't changed at all either. Mighty Bash performs the same. Typhoon performs the same. Mass Entanglement performs the same. However, there is a tooltip update. It now says all enemies within 15 yards of the original target, whereas before it just said nearby enemies. So that's good to know. Now, next tier, Soul of the Forest. So that again is performing the same. Soul of the Forest will be for your Swiftmen build. So you take Prosperity for the extra two charges, and then you've got the ability to Swiftman twice in a row, and then buffing those heals, regrowth and rejuve, or even wild growth. Cultivation works exactly the same as live again. So if below 60% health, a rejuve will heal them, and they'll also apply cultivation, which will heal them again. It's quite nice when you go with germination, because it just means all that double dipping effects happen. Incarnation Tree of Life is exactly the same as live as well. Healing is increased by 15%, that's the same. Armor is increased by 120%, so that's the same. The functionality of rejuvenation, wild growth, regrowth, and entangling roots is enhanced. Last 30 seconds, so nothing has changed in that regard. Next tier, we've got Inner Peace, which is reduced cooldown on Tranquility, which is currently on a 3-minute cooldown. So if you take Inner Peace, it's going to be a 2-minute cooldown. Stonebark reduces the cooldown of Ironbark by 15 seconds and increases the healing from your heal over time effects by 20%. So currently it's 45 seconds with that talent. I think that's the go-to talent there, really. And then Spring Blossoms, each target healed by efflorescence is healed an additional 183 over 6 seconds. So again, as long as they stand in the green sparkly stuff, they'll be healed. Right, last tier, Photosynthesis. This is a new talent, I believe. Pretty sure it is. While your life bloom is on yourself, your rejuvenations heal 20% faster. While your life bloom is on an ally, your periodic heals on them have a 5% chance to cause it to bloom. Quite a nice talent, to be honest. And it's just a shame that it's on this tier, because I know a lot of people would like to take that, and I know a lot of people want to take Germination, but then a lot of people are also going to take the last talent, which is Flourish, which is basically your artifact ability from Legion, which, you know, was a really good ability. It extends the duration of all your current heal over time effects on everybody within 60 yards, and then increases the rate of heal over time effects by 100%. So all your hots are on everybody. You press Flourish, increases all the duration by 8 seconds. So the rejuvenations are about to fall off, get put up to 8 seconds. But then it also increases the rate of their heal. So you just see all these green numbers just ticking over and over. It's a really good talent. I don't think you can't take it. Unfortunately, that's the problem. You know, for me, having all those three on that tier is a little bit. It's a little bit annoying, because I know they like to make choice, you know, matter, but I'd put Photosynthesis on a tier that's, you know, less boring. You know, well, more boring, sorry. But hey, it just means that you've got to really choose. I personally think the design there isn't too great, because I love Germination. I love that talent. I love the way it can double dip with Cultivate, and your Prosperity as well with your Soul of the Forest. So you're buffing that reju by 200%. I love that talent, but again, Photosynthesis seems like a nice niche talent as well. You know, for good strong solar healing there, single target healing. But then Flourish, I think for me it just has to be Flourish, because it's just such a strong ability. But yeah, so the other things they brought back are Hibernate and Soothe. It used to be Soothe Beast, now it's just Soothe. Hibernate, obviously sleeping beasts and dragonkin, same as, I think they took it out in Wrath, to be honest, but interesting they brought that back. And then Soothe as well, which is dispelling and rage effects. So maybe there'll be some kind of mechanics involved, whether, you know, bosses are in rage or whatever, and you can dispel them. I don't know. From a PvP point of view, Hibernate will only ever affect other druids, and obviously pets, hunter pets. Soothe, will it affect warriors? Yes, it will. Will it be noticeable? Will it be a massive difference? I don't know. I don't think it was before, because in rage effects on warriors, they last so little anyway. They last about 3 or 4 seconds and they're gone. There's very little point to them, I suppose. But hey, I could be wrong. You've still got Ursus Vortex, and you've still got Innovate. So nothing's changed there. You've got Wrath and you've got Sunfire for your DPS abilities, and you've still got Roots. However, you don't have Cyclone. Cyclone was a PvP talent in Legion, which you had to spec into. It hasn't been made base, so I'm guessing it's going to be available again through some kind of PvP talent system again. But for now, all that's really changed is they've given you your artifact ability from Legion, and they've added Photosynthesis as well, and they've brought back Hibernation and Soothe, and of course you've got Tiger Dash, which is a change there as well. So again, quality of life, it's still fun to play. If you like Druid at the moment, Restoration Druid in Legion, you're going to enjoy them in BFA. Nothing's really changed. I've got a lot of time for Druid. I like Restoration Druid. I think they're very, very cool, very niche, just pure healing over time. So yeah, I think they're very strong still. I think they'll continue to be strong. But yeah, if you've got any kind of comments you want to make about the video, let me know. Any criticisms, any advice. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be going into the Guardian Druid video now, just to give you kind of a brief update on what's happening in BFA for Guardian Druid. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. Cheers.